What is happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Got a really cool review for you guys today. Those of you that like the bourbon barrel aged realm, we've got the 40th anniversary of Bell's, the Expedition Stout aged in bourbon barrels. So for those of you that don't know, this is a notoriously well-known beer over the years, decades and decades. I mean, I first had one in like 2015. I think I reviewed my first one for the channel in like 2017 or 2018. I always enjoyed this beer. It was so fantastic. One of the best in the game in the bourbon barrel aged stout realm. Just really can't find a better one out there. Not very often can you find a better one. Wow. So 13.9%, obviously pretty big number there, guys. And you've got this Russian Imperial Stout that's just stellar, we hope. And 40th anniversary. Unbelievable. So let's go to the back of the label. Expedition Stout is the longest brewed Imperial Stout in the U.S. Didn't know that, by the way. First brewed in 1989. Not 1789, 1989. To be robust enough to hold up to time and travel, we couldn't think of a better beer to honor for our 40th anniversary. This bourbon barrel-aged version is rich, warm, and complex with notes of vanilla chocolate, perfect for your cellar, your travels, and any special occasion. Well, I've always really ranked this beer extremely high. So is it going to be any different today? I mean, maybe a little bit, maybe some different variations, but this is always stacked up to the best of the best of the best, guys. It's a big company, right? So obviously I hope they're still holding true here. It'd be stupid not to deliver great quality. So let's get into this. We have best buy date, January 19th of 33. Jeez. That's wild. So this was once a label that said unlimited shelf life. Does not say that anymore. Just discrepancy from the past. And it's been a long time since I've had a Expedition Stout, especially as fresh as this one probably. I've had ones that have been aged 4, 5, 6, 8 years. And I typically now, the last decade, have realized I don't like old cellared bourbon barrel aged stouts. I like them more in the fresh realm. So let's hope that this one's really tasty, guys. Again, that's notorious for being awesome since 1989. I was born in 92. It's older than me. This recipe's older than me. Maybe they tweaked it. I don't know. But so that is just beautiful sludge as I pour it. Wow. Not sludge, because it's definitely thinner than that, but the way it accumulated in the glass was pure darkness. You got that little mocha dark caramel head. Just beautiful. Charred mocha dark head. Beautiful accumulation. Looks so delicious. I have not had a bourbon barrel aged stout in a long time. And I feel like, why not have the 40th on Bell's, right? Why not? Man, these are just such notoriously well-brewed beers. I mean, those of you that like beer know this. You know this beer. And it's fun to sit here reviewing the 40th with you guys. So pretty passionate about these bourbon barrel aged stouts. Let's get a nose. This has the smallest little chill on it because, again, some of the differences from my past. I used to do cold in the beginning. I always wanted them cold, and then I realized no. They have to be room temperature, almost kind of warm. Well, I'm kind of in the middle now. I kind of like a small little chill. So it was in the fridge a little while, but it's fairly close to room temperature, maybe just a little colder than that. So still just holding on to that beautiful head retention. And I'm not sure, I don't know what barrels were used in this. I don't know if it was 4 Roses. I don't want to speak. Maybe just what I heard, 4 Roses, maybe a blend of 2-year barrels and 3-year barrels blended together. Don't quote me, just what I heard. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful decadent head. Sitting tight on there, nearly 14%. Let's get a nose. Oh, baby. Just decadent deliciousness. Just so good. Cherries, licorice, raisins, plums, prunes. Smells good. Beautiful sweetness, yet doesn't seem too overbearingly sweet. A little bit of dryness, a little cocoa powder, a little marshmallow. What else here? Dark chocolate, raisins, dark chocolate, malt balls. This is guys, this is fantastic. I mean, it's been a long time since I've smelled one, especially a fresh one. This is just, I mean, it's up there with like the first time you ever smelled a Goose Island, Bourbon County. It's just, it's that. It's just like nostalgia of the past, like bourbon barrel aged stouts, the best of the best of the best. The nose hits you and you're like, did I die and go to bourbon barrel aged heaven. It's got the little bit of the barrel char, a little bit, but the sweetness is very, very sharp here. Dark chocolates in like milk chocolate and fudge. Raisin cordial, is that a thing? It smells so good. So good. It's not like a big boozy bourbon bomb or anything. Like, I've drank more bourbon over the last like 2-3 years than I have my whole other part of my life. So I feel like now I wouldn't be able to detect it. Is there bourbon? You know, because now I just can drink bourbon straight and it's like nothing to me, right? It's not a big deal. This comes across like soft, subtle, decadent, desserty. Maybe there is some bourbon presence. The barrel, maybe a little woody presence there. But it's overshadowed by the sweetness and this like raisiny, pruny, cherry. Not so much cherry. Prunes and raisins. Just wonderful decadence. Yeah. It's just a wonderful raisin. Dark chocolate fudge. Milk chocolate malt balls. Cheers. Guys, it's the 40th Expedition Stout. Prost. Let's go, Bells. Cheers to the next one. Let's go. Yeah. What a marshmallowy, airy mouthfeel. So easy does this go down. So easy. And again, just the slightest shell. Little bourbon barrel aged kiss on the back end. Little tiny bit of wood, but that sweetness, that marshmallow goodness, marshmallow fluff and raisins, just so delicious. So delicious on this beer. Expedition and what? Double cream. This is just fantastic. And then that little dryness on the back end, just to even everything out. I don't know. Is there like a... There's some sweetness. I mean, it is like a sour cherry sweetness in a way. I don't think it overshadows anything, but there is, this little tiny tart raisin cherry sweetness. But it's sour a little bit, almost sour. It's a mouthfeel, guys. It's so light. The mouthfeel's so light and marshmallowy. Fluff, a little chocolate, a little coffee. Not espresso, but just rich, robust French roast coffee. You know, whatever, even a lighter roast. It's the mouthfeel for me, man. It's just so light. More cherries, more prunes, more raisins. That sweetness does hang on. The barrel comes in. You get a little bit of like cocoa dust bitterness, a little bit of coffee bitterness, a little barrel char bitterness. And they just collide very nicely. It's not sharp. It's not unpleasurable, displeasurable. It's wonderful. I don't know. I mean, there is a subtle, it's so almost unnoticeable, like this little sour touch to it. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just like a cherry thing. Usually we say infected stuff is like sour, weird. It does not taste infected by any means. It's just got that weird little sweet tart cherry thing in there. Maybe that's on purpose, but it's delightful, guys. This is certainly delightful. 13.9, man. Easy peasy going down. Easy peasy. Very good. Again, there's a little bit of that like cherry cordial sour note that comes in. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't remember that on the other Expedition Stouts. This is really good. I wish it didn't have that for some reason. It just doesn't remind me of the dryness that usually comes in firmly at the back end of all the other ones. But the mouthfeels, I think this mouthfeel's next level though. So the mouthfeel, marshmallow fluff goodness, next level. A little bit of that cherry cordial sour touch on the back end. I could go without that, but it's still rich. It's desserty, and again, the mouthfeel. And there's dryness for sure that adds to drinkability, but I just wish it finished a little drier, a little bit more firm and sharp. And this would be just unbelievable. But it's got that little just that fruity sourness, just a little bit. I'm going to ding it for that. But it's so short-lived, and it's very subtle. I want a little bit more coffee. I just want a little bit more sharpness from coffee and cocoa and chocolate, and then this would be just next level. Mouth feels unbelievable. Again, small sour quality. I don't want to say that's an infection. I don't want to say that because I just don't know. But I'm going to ding it there just a little bit. So where do I put this beer? 4.35. 4.35. Wish it didn't have that sour cherry cordial thing on the back end that I'm getting. It took a while for me to get it. Now I'm getting it. Want a little bit more dryness, want a little bit more coffee, want a little bit rich, robust chocolates. Otherwise, really good, guys. That's where I'm standing on this one, guys. Till next time, cheers, Prosiamas, pour Michigan beer.